everyone, this is Ep24, and welcome to episode 24. I had to check. Of Ep20's Let's Play of Mechanical Masteries. Today, currently working on, or prepared to build the induction doohickey, induction casings, right? So I want, like, a nice 2x2 internal. So I think we need this many, but like twice as many as that? Yeah. Okay. So we want induction casings, probably another 20-ish. Roughly, I think. 20-ish is what we need. I've got everything else made, so that's cool. I just needed a few more casings here. I was going to go with a 2x2 internal. Okay. And then like another 20-ish should be good. And I'm going to put 2 ultimate induction providers, 2 ultimate induction cells, and then I've got room to double that if we, you know, so need in the future. Cool. Good deal. Okay. So now this thing can hold 3.2 trillion-ish RF, and we'll do our standard approach of an induction port on either side, one of which will be the input, right? I'm thinking that's input. This is probably output. Yes, output mode. Okay, so then what I'd like to do is remove this for a minute, and what we're going to want is a couple flux points. And probably, let's get up here and program our flux things that I identified last time as being a big dire derp and that I didn't actually program them correctly. But we want our plug up there. Though we rarely need plugs, but we definitely want this guy in there. Yeah. That looks cool. Okay, so I've got my plug over there already. So we're probably going to basically want, like, a few more of these. We need some more obsidian, which I've been manually just snagging here, but I really, really, really need to get better at, you know, flux point. Oh, and I need to probably do some flux dust. Where's that thing that I set up? Here you are. Speaking of obsidian, let me tell you, by the way, making the stuff that I had to make was, like, easy peasy. There you are. Nice. Yeah, making the inductions, those purple things, so much easier than I've ever had to do them. Like, it was just a cakewalk to make that stuff. So I was happy with that. Okay, so this is all done, by the way. I totally set that up. I'll show you it in a minute. This stuff is all done too, I believe. I'm going to leave these 2 laser AE2 things because it's my reminder to do them, right? And you guys finished, right? Oh, we get radioactive waste barrels. Sweet. You know what? I'm gonna teach you how to make them because we're gonna need to be dealing with that shortly. So I better put them on my to-do. Okay. So that's all set. Let's pop down here. Is our flux ready? Then I want a couple more points. Okay. So you're gonna be the generators network coming in here, right? But you're going to bypass limit, and you're going to be on generators. That's coming in, right? So we can see it already filling up with 104 billion RF a tick, or million RF a tick, whatever that was. That was our turbine's internal buffer emptying out. And now we are sitting on 12 billion RF, which is way better than the 102 million we have sitting right here. So we can probably just ditch you. And what I'll do is I'll stick this guy here, and then you should be good. If I bypass limit on you, you're doing pretty good. Okay, cool. Awesome. Very sweet. All right. And then finally, flux plug. We will get you ready to... What I'm going to do is... I think you were powering things for me. So I'm going to leave you up, at least for now. Is that right? Is that what you were doing? You were powering things for me? Yeah, I don't think it hurts to leave that there. You can just sit there and power stuff. I'm cool with that. And then if I ever need more power than he can generate, I'll go ahead and move him. Is that a good deal? Maybe I'll just leave this here. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll leave this here. Okay. I don't know why your energy cube was so empty, but whatever. You'll fill back up now. Sweet. And substrates, and yeah, now that should be good. All right, so now let's go get our reactor turned on. So you can see over here, basically I did probably what you guys would have expected. Maybe not, I don't know. But I made this thing, and he's making this stuff. And he's dumping into an ender chest, which has an import bus over in my AE2 system. So we've got the lithium cooking up here. I might wind up muting... let's see, what's some recent mechanism noises that I'm hearing right now? I don't need you. You I want on, but I want you to, like, be lower than normal. There we go. Sounds of silence. I love it. So then if I kick you on, and you're sitting at 200 millibuckets, remember, per tick. That's pretty good, right? That is quite good. And you guys are what? Are you, like, actually empty? Even though you're kind of rendering? Yeah. You're kind of rendering. Oh, no, you actually have water in them. No, this one has water in it. The rest do not. Okay. Cool. And then you're generating power around 11 million RF per tick, which is what you should be accepting. Right, 11 million RF per tick. Sending over that way. Can I make my trash can now? My energy trash can? I think so. Alright, so this guy's getting all the power he needs, but he's choking on something. He's choking on... the chemical oxidizer isn't fast enough. So we should probably do another one of these. If I made another oxidizer... You're missing dynamic tanks. I should probably just teach you how to make those at some point. Really? Steel ingot? What is going on with you? Oh, you're just waiting for the other steels from all this stuff. These need, like, lots of steel. That's what's happening right now. All right. We're going to need to wait a minute, so I will come back in a sec when this crafting is ready. But I'm thinking what I need to do is basically throw another oxidizer over here, and then we'll be good. All right, got my oxidizer ready. So what we're going to want to do then... So you need to be over to there. So I'm thinking we'll probably just do this. And I could do logistical transporters, right? And I could have you push to the top. And you would item side this, right? That works. And then you would gas out to the left into an ultimate pressurized tube. And then you would accept orange on the top. Is that cool? But as a gas. So that should be giving me more of that stuff. You just need power now, which is always the tricky part of this, but realistically what I could do is just bring this line up. Yeah. That should be fine. And now you're getting that. And then finally, mechanism upgrades for these guys. 6 and 7 is where I'll put you. Bing, bang, boom. Nice. Okay. Why do you feel like you're building up uranium oxide? Uranium hexafluoride? Yeah, that's not what belongs there. There's your problem. There we go. Much better. Cool. So maybe that'll help, right? We'll see. Really like to see you able to make that a little bit faster. Maybe a third one? Could do a third one. Right, we can do a third oxidizer here to really make sure we're doing enough. We're just waiting for all this crafting to still finish, but it shouldn't be that much longer. So you would be Ultimate Universal Cable. You would be Logistical Transporter. You would be Pressurized Tube. And then our oxidizer's ready. You would be the same deal, right? You would input here, and then you would output there. And you just need to be faster. So what I could do is a tier upgrade here. Give me some of them, and give me some of them. And same for you guys, actually. Cool. And your split can be on. And your split can be on. Cool. And then we'll see if this is fast enough, and if it's not, we can bump it up. Right? But our goal being that you guys would be... You don't seem to be doing a good job. Of producing fast enough. So maybe we need another tier upgrade. At some point, you'll start getting some. What I might want is a better logistical transporter, one that's faster. I'm thinking that's probably my problem. So we need to optimize this because we're going to need a lot of fissile fuel to run this reactor at full speed like we want to. So logistical transporter, or I could laser IO this, to be fair. I might laser IO this so I can do round robining. That would probably be smart. Let's just do that. Okay, so you go in there, and we'll get some laser IO. And we shouldn't need to filter nothing, right? It's just down will be an extract. How about, 4 items, but make sure that you're round robining. And then this side can be an insert, and this side can be an insert. And we just need to link them up. Cool. And then we need to, on the down, extract every tick. And now we're happy, right? Now you might be able to keep up with uranium oxides, but we'll see. If we can get any kind of net gain over here, that would be great. What's your problem? Why are you no longer... Oh, because I broke that. Yeah, no, that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking we might definitely need more of that stuff, right? How did uranium dust get in there? That doesn't really belong, does it? Cool. Yeah, you're going to need to speed that up. All right, let's look into making a higher tier EMC link, right? At least I think I can get the next tier, because I'm pretty sure tier 3 needed the blue thing, right? So EMC link, that's tier 3. This is tier 4, which I think I have access to. Now, if I want tier 5, that's going to need the next guy. So, yeah, that's not a problem. We can definitely make those. Sweet. So all I need to do is swap these out. Now your EMC link tier 3 can do 4 items a second. This is 8 items per second. So we'll have to see, but, I think this should be fine. You might not be extracting fast enough. What we could do... Let's just laser IO this one, too. So you can do 8 items per second. That's literally exactly what a laser IO can do. So on the north side, you can extract 8 items a second. And on the north side, you can insert. And on the north side, I'm just going to prep your ability to overclock. We'll make it 8 items a tick. Yeah, that's keeping up pretty good, right? And then you're doing your thing. And then everybody should be getting what they need to get. Is that cool? The only thing I'd probably want to do is move this oxidizer and add it to the round robin, but meh. As long as you guys back stuff, I think we should be all right. And you should eventually be able to, yeah, see? As long as those top guys back stuff, we're keeping up. You're keeping up, and you're keeping up. And we're net gaining, which is what we want. What I want to do is make this whole thing perfect so I can tick accelerate the whole area with a watch of flowing time. That's the plan, at least, right? But it looks like it's actually working really well. And so for that, I am pleased. I might even throw another oxidizer on there. Wow, you guys are still crafting those, aren't you? In fairness, I asked for a lot out of this, like a real lot. Right, so you're going to be input, output. You're going to be you. Oh, you're a universal cable. Well, there's your problem. I'm like, why aren't you connecting? Oh, right. In fairness, they do look very similar. Cool. And then you link them up, and boom. And now you should be getting yellow cake uranium too. We'll see if that's good enough. I'd really like to see you backstuffing or something along those lines. Like, you're still not, which is surprising to me. I've never done this many, and I'm like wondering where I'm going wrong here. This guy does have gas upgrades in it, doesn't it? One of these had gas upgrades, didn't they? Is it this one that needed gas upgrades? Yeah, and he's got 8, so we're good there. It might be that we've never actually needed this much fissile fuel before. But yeah, we're getting close. I'd like to at least, you know, looks like we're breaking even on hydrofluoric acid, so I'm a little bit nervous about doing anything with that, but we'll see. See, what's cool about this pack is we really don't have to worry about getting the resources, we just need to worry about the automations, right? So if we set everything up correctly, it should be easy to, like, you know, build out and do more with it. Like we are right now. Literally just saying, like, boom, boom, add you, insert, and now you're round robining it up, right? And then you and you. And now you're good. Cool. And everybody's running. And we'll just have to see if this becomes a net loss, which I'm hoping it won't. It doesn't look like it will. So I think we're cool on this front. And if it does, all I need to do is do another tier upgrade. Right? It might be a net loss going on. I can't really tell. It might be almost breaking even. Oh, so yeah, now we're choking a little bit on hydrofluoric acid. Which makes sense. Which makes sense. Right? It looked like we were breaking even before. And we're not. So, yeah. Now, if I wanted to, I could throw another chemical dissolution chamber here, but not really, because of the way I built it, I can't. But I think that's okay. I think what we'll do is we will let this all... We'll call this good, because even though we now have a net loss on this stuff, that's okay. It means that if we left this with a net loss still, it would mean that we still had improvements we could make. We no longer have improvements we can make, so I think we're pretty good here. And this should be filling up pretty quickly with fissile fuel. So now let's get our quantum entangloper set up so that you what I'm going to do is have I just placed you like this. So let's actually place you like this. Okay. So on the side configs, I would like you guys all off, right? But on gases, I want back on the input. Okay. And then you guy, you're empty, right? So you're also going to be on the side config all off. Output on the top. Okay. And we're going to call this fissile fuel set. And we're going to do this as fissile fuel set. And this guy on the front will be auto outputting, which it looks like he's already doing, which is cool. So does that mean you got the... Yes, cool. Fissile fuel is already over here. Now, are we net gaining or net lossing? That's the real question. How are we... It looks like we're almost breaking even, which would be kind of cool. And our nuclear waste is getting high, so we need to start paying attention to the fact that that's a thing that exists, right? But this is actually good, right? I need to keep an eye on this for a few minutes and see if this goes up to 74 or down to 71. If I ever see a 74, I know that we're producing ever so slightly more fissile fuel than we're using. If I ever see a 1 in that slot, a 71, it would mean we're producing less than we need. You know, it's funny, I let this sit for a few minutes and I am not seeing either of those numbers. We might be perfectly breaking even, which would be kind of cool. But I'm going to give it like, we'll check in on this in like 10 or 15 minutes and see what's up. But in the meantime, I want to start processing my nuclear waste, because that's going to be a problem real quick. Now, I think at this point, I'm going to pop into the quests. So this is allowed, right? Banish the moon. Boom. It is now daytime forever? Yeah. That's probably good for polonium production, right? He said. So let's refresh our memories on how we're getting polonium and plutonium, because that's going to obviously be a big part of what we're about to do. So if we're in this chunk, which we are, did I load this one? Not. I think I had it loaded and I unloaded it. So let's load it, and this will be our processing polonium plutonium plus SPS, right? So to get started, polonium, so we're going to need 2 pressurized reaction chambers, and then we're going to want polonium and plutonium, and we're also going to want fluorite dust for both, by the way. Yes, fluorite dust for both. And then this is going to be the solar neutron activator, and this is going to be the isotropic centrifuge. Okay, solar neutron reactors, I doubt that we have the ability to make easily right now, because you need a black HDPE sheet. Oh, that's a whole thing. Black iron ingot from extended crafting and an HDPE sheet. Oh my goodness, this is something that I'm concerned about, actually. You need essence of darkness, or enriched essence of darkness. I don't even know how to make that. We may not be able to make a solar neutron activator just yet. Oh, that's a thing we might have to wait for. Solar neutron activator, again, was polonium, so that's a concern for us. So what I think I'm going to do... So plutonium is only made to make plutonium pellets, which needs SPS casings. And then that'll make more reprocessed fissile fuel. So what we could is we could reprocess into fissile fuel until such point that we progress to where we can make the solar neutron activator, because we need this black HDPE sheet. The only way to get this is with whatever this essence of darkness stuff is, right? Which is, you know, clearly something that I don't know how to make, right? I have no idea. Maybe that's given to me in the next chapter. I'm gonna wait to find out. But we also don't want this nuclear waste, you know, going crazy right now. So let's stage it so that we're ready. So the first thing we'll do is we'll get the isotropic centrifuge, right? We'll get these dudes, okay? And then you're ready to go. So let's say that you're gonna output it to like, I'm gonna have it be like over here-ish, and we'll have the centrifuge here. This will be my polonium output, and then that'll do the SPS, which will be over here, right? But then this dude can chill with a flux point under him, right? You're gonna eventually need universal cables. Okay, and then you can chill like that on the Direwolf network with no limit, by the way. Okay, so that's in preparation for the thing, right? And then to make these, it's literally just pump nuclear waste in. So I always like using the lower tubes, so I'm going to use some basic pressurized tubes for this. How are we doing? I'm keeping an eye on my nuclear waste just to make sure that we don't, you know, overdo it. So we'll put that there, and that's where nuclear waste will shoot out. And then this into here, and isotopic centrifuge, and you'll be good. And then you're going to be making plutonium, which will go directly into a reaction chamber, pressurized reaction chamber. We're going to want 2 of these. There you are. And another batch. Oh, and speaking of things that I would like, is my trash can done? Is all that crafting complete? That was a long craft, believe it or not. And yes, it is. Thank you, energy trash can. Don't forget to recycle. I like doing this. You can yell at me all you want that I shouldn't or don't need to, but I want to. So that's what I'm going to do. So again, we just do -100 on the priority, and you're going to be on the generators network, and you're going to bypass the limit. And now whenever this, you know, the thing gets full, he'll dump all his energy into the trash can. I feel like that's a thing that I feel like I need to do. If it's not, sorry. Okay, so you're gonna spit your stuff out to the front. Your side config. Well, yeah, you can input energy on all sides, obviously, that's fine. Fluids, gases. You can probably... Let's have you guys... I'm gonna have you output your gas to the right. And then have you, for your gases, be the left. Okay. And then let's have universal cable here. And here. Okay, and then your basic pressurized tube can go down that way. And that will lead to a very copious amount of... Because remember, we're doing way more waste than we're used to doing. So let's get radioactive waste barrels. Okay, and we'll just do like maybe multiple lines of them, and that would be cool. Okay, and then you're going to be making... So let's do an ender chest here. And you can output your items to the top. Now, in fairness, yeah, you're going to actually need inputs as well. Because you need fluorite coming in, don't you? Yeah, we're going to have to handle fluorite processing. Okay, you're getting too full for my comfort, so I'm going to scram you. Okay, stop doing the waste thing. Which throws off my calculation as to whether or not we're net gaining or losing, but I think we're close enough to breaking even that I'm not going to worry about it. So we're going to want... fluorite happening here in much the same way that it is here, right? So we've got fluorite happening with just an enrichment chamber, but it's fluorite dust that we need. So then we need a crusher, right? So let's do an enrichment chamber and a crusher. I guess I don't have a crusher. That needs buckets of lava, doesn't it? I should do something with automatic lava at some point. Yeah, you're currently working on the lead that I need for this, so that'll be a minute. So how do I want to do this then? I'm thinking the fluorite will go into the top. Would be cool. Does that sound good? Or would I want to make the fluorite? Let's make the fluorite here. I like that. I like making the fluorite here. So this will be the enrichment chamber and the crusher, and then we will laser IO it into the top, and then we'll have the export over here, which will also laser IO. So with you on the top, can you be input and output without auto? Yes, that's what I want. And your items will also be input output without auto. And what we'll do is we'll use laser IO to make that happen. Cool. Works for me. Thought I had more nodes. Did I use up all my nodes or did I put them in here? I don't see them, so I must have used them all. Why was taking my nodes so long? There it is. We're waiting for the smelter, which is probably tied up making steel. You're almost done, so yes, you'll be done in a moment. So there's those guys. There's my crusher. There's my enrichment chamber. And here come my laser nodes. Oh, there they are. I just, YouTuber blindness is a thing, folks. Never forget. So we had enrichment chamber, and then we had crusher, right? So enrichment chamber, crusher, okay? You're going to auto output to the right, input, output. You're going to input, output to the top, okay? We're going to want an EMC link, which I'm guessing the tier 3 would be sufficient. And we're going to want it to be fluorite ore, right? So how about we put you here with this? I'm going to actually make you be input on the top so that we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So you're going to do fluorite. So on the down, you're going to extract 8 items a second on the white channel. Let's make it channel 8. Okay? And then you on the down will insert on channel 8. Okay? And then you're going to push to the right, which will crush, and then you're going to extract with a round robin on channel 7 for the crushed version of the ore. Okay? And then you're going to down insert on channel 7, and you on the down will insert on channel 7. And then you're going to both extract the resources you make on channel, let's call it 2. Okay? So you're going to extract on channel 2. And on the down, you're going to extract. We might need to overclock these, but we'll figure it out. Or channel 1, whatever. And then on the down, you're going to insert on channel 1. So then if I bind you guys all up correctly, this should just start working, right? So you're going to make the fluorite ore, right? And we're going to want, obviously, some mechanism add-on things. Bing, bang. I like making 80 at a time and then just, needing 80 more. Okay, so you're making your fluorite, and then you're round robining it into the top of both of these guys. And then once they get their liquid, then they should be making their stuff and dumping it in there. Is that cool? I like that. Now let's make sure you're both upgraded. So that's everybody upgraded then? Okay, now we just need a port. Fission reactor port. I'm going to break you for a sec so that I have a chance to set you to be output waste, right? So now we've got lots of waste in there. As soon as I do this, right, you're splitting it, you're doing that, you're doing this. Oh, and you need water too. That's right, I forgot about water. Let's get a tank. We can do ultimate, it's fine. And then we're going to want fluid cards, right? And we'll insert the water through laser IO as well. Okay, so you're going to be this guy, you're going to be that guy. And then on the down, you're going to extract on, let's call it blue, channel 11. And I'll probably overclock you. And you can round robin. Shouldn't need it actually, but whatever. And then on the down, you're going to insert on 11. And on the down, you're going to insert on 11. And now all I have to do is bind this to that, and now you're cooking and making plutonium, which is going in here. See plutonium pellet show up? Aha. So that's all working. So now as soon as I get my solar neutron reactor, we should be good for this guy. Cool. And now you're making this waste, which we need to go prepare for, right? So I'm going to start with, how about right here? Okay. Let's get cobble. And my builder's gadget. And then you can be horizontal wall. Let's make sure that you're actually chunk aligned. That should be close enough. Oh, it was not close enough. All right, no more place on top, please. There, there. Actually, no. Yeah, just here. Okay. And then what I'll do is I will get radioactive waste barrels. And I'm assuming that I can surface mode this with a place on top. We're going to need just a few more. And this will be a first, a start to what we want. We'll see if this is enough. Right? That doesn't take too long to make 10 of them. We still don't have enough? Oh no, we are actually. I guess we need a little bit more. We're close though. Actually, no, we need like a decent bit more. I didn't realize just how many we would need. But I want the entire chunk to be full of them, in case that's not clear already. So it looks like we need 6 more. And then what I can do is maybe, another layer of them somewhere else. Okay, so that all looks good. Now, out of curiosity, if I made 100 of you, that shouldn't be too hard to go, right? Would I be able to do this? Yes-ish, but I need a lot more. That seems like it's working, right? Is that cool? Because I feel like that's pretty cool. Yeah. Now, in theory, you guys should be good about that. And you should be clearing out your nuclear waste now, right? You're clearing out this nuclear waste, and we're making a bunch of plutonium. And that's what we'll do until such time that we can make polonium. All right, so let's wrap up here. What I'm going to do is burn through all this nuclear waste. Actually, I think I'm going to turn you on real quick. And make sure that we're net lossing on nuclear waste. Good. And then I'm going to note where we're at over here. We're flicking between 85 and 86. So if I ever see a 7 or a 4, we know which direction we're going in. Okay? And then you guys, once we clear out the backlog of nuclear waste, I'll know if I need another batch of barrels here. Because my hope is that once this empties, we'll be producing it slower than it's breaking down. And if that's the case, then we're good. All right. For now, wrapping up point. Ep24 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Between episodes, I'll probably add the kill switch thing. So reactor, this guy, we're gonna want a few of these. Just to have like the kill switch on, right? I'll do that up between episodes. For now, Ep24 signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.